After a 20-year absence, Alpina is back in the business of making racing cars with this, the new B6 GT3, designed to compete in the FIA GT Championship. It looks like a right monster, and the good news is they're going to let me have a go. Okay, so there's no dramas pulling away because we've got a conventional foot-operated clutch and plenty of torque. Now, somewhat unusually for a racing car, other than the fact that it's got a dry sump, the B6 GT3's engine is unchanged from the road-going car. But then when your stock engine's got 523 brake horsepower and 535 pound-foot of torque, that'll probably do the job nicely. The gearbox has been changed though, for a proper sequential 6-speed unit with hydraulically operated pedals. You'll still need to use the clutch on the way down, but there's no need on the way up. The system also will not allow a downshift if it would damage the engine, which is good to know. Being supercharged, the engine doesn't need to be worked to deliver its best, which is why it doesn't sound like it's revving that high, but still when you get on the throttle it fairly marches through the gears. It's a properly physical experience driving this car, not because of the control weights, but because there's a real jolt as the gears engage, which is the noise you can hear there. And the grip bite produced by the 310mm slicks is massive. Despite taking 400 kilos out of the regular road car by using carbon fibre for most of the body parts, at 1350 kilos the B6 GT3 is towards the heavier end of the GT3 grid. As such, you have to respect the weight on the entry to class, but once committed, the B6 is incredibly stable and progressive. Rockingham's infield circuit is a touch fiddly to do something the size and potency of a GT3 car justice, and to be honest, I'm only just scratching the surface of what the car will do. But even so, it's obvious the B6 GT3 is not only an incredibly well sorted piece of kit, but also a right hoot to drive.